Good afternoon, students. I'm Dipali. I hope you all are fit and fine. Today I'm going to give a demo on history. Do you know what is history? Yes, history is the study of past. You can say this is a story about our past, like our childhood. It has a chronological record, like we have a birthday chart, birthday chart, our parents' birthday, our grandparents' birthday. So we all have record of it, right? And with an explanation of their causes, definitely. When we are talking about grandparents' birthday or any significant role incident about them, definitely we recall the date and time. So that is our past. That is our history. Alright. So dear students, today we have all the materials need we can ever want. We live in comfort. Whatever we want, immediately after we get it. Wherever we want to go, no need to take the permission from the government if you want to go one state to another state. Another country, that is another matter. Right? If we want to eat tasty food, we can have it. And the most important part, in our country, in India, we all are living together. Those who are belonging from different caste, religion, those having different cultures, rituals, doesn't matter. We stay all together. We celebrate Eid. Together we celebrate Diwali. Together we celebrate Durga Puja, Onam, everything. Right? We don't have any problem. So that is why India is known as a secular country. We live here so peacefully without any problem. However, you think people were as happy and satisfied a century ago? No, dear. At that time, government's constant greed and wanting more mentality made people's life miserable. You know, you are surprised. Yes, you must be wondering how all this happened today. It didn't happen in a day, dear. This is the result of many struggle and sacrifices of many great personalities. So let's have a look on it. How was our past and how we overcome all the difficulties, all the incidents. It was so interesting. And the question is that you are thinking, why do I read the history? What is the benefit to know about our past? Because if you know the past, then you make your future better. You will never repeat your wrong. Right? Okay, students, let's go for the next part and just have a look. What was there a century ago, 100 years ago? Okay, let's start. So, students, today I am going to tell about the past of our country. This is our country, India, right? 250 years ago, our country was full of villages and field, and it was fully dependent on the cultivation. As our country is situated between Indus River and Ganga River, so that is the reason India is also known as Indo-Gangetic Plain. Alright, and that is why our country is very fertile. At that time, our only occupations was cultivation. There were no industries in our country. People were basically cultivated crops, silk, tea, spices, indigo, cotton, etc. Products quality were very good, and because of these, traders got attracted to our country and came to India for business purpose. At that time, Britishers also came as a company whose name was East India Company. This company entered into our country and started their business. But after some time, its constant greed and wanting more mentality started to transfer the company from a trading company to a ruling one. Okay, and they wanted to fulfill their demand by hook or by crook. So they started torturing our people. They routinely racially abused and beat our people, and method of torture they were used to enforce taxation included beating with hot irons, rubbing chilies into the eyes, and also suspension from the branches. These type of abuse remained right up until independence in 47. Alright. So educated Indians also suffered. They never got proper salary, racial discriminations were there, teachers, professors, advocates, soldiers, they never got proper respect as well as salary. Indian people never availed first class train compartment. So there was at that moment it was a burning situation in our country. At the time, many people came forward to play an important role in India's freedom struggle. One of them, great Mahatma Gandhi, who is known as Father of Nation. He had played an important role in India's freedom struggle. So let's have a look what he did for us. Alright? His ideology was non-violence, truth, tolerance and social welfare, which is known as Satyagraha. Satya ke prati agraha. Alright? So at first Gandhiji started Satyagraha in South Africa against the compulsory registration and passes for Indians. There he succeeded to give the right to the immigrated Indians. After that he returned back to India and traveled to different parts of India to understand the situation of India. It was 1919 to 1948. This period is known as Gandhian era. Within this time, Gandhiji was involved in many freedom movements. Alright. Champaran. This is the first direct involvement in Indian freedom politics. It is in Bihar. Here farmers were forced to cultivate indigo and also forced to sell in cheap rate. Gandhiji fought for the farmers through a well-planned non-violent protest and persuaded the authorities to grant them concession. Okay. Next, number 2, movement Kheda. Kheda is situated in Gujarat. After that he went to Kheda. Here the farmers and the areas where they were lived were affected by floods, but authority did not agree to consider their taxes. Here also Gandhiji won. The government loosened the conditions for paying taxes. After that Gandhiji participated in Khilafat movement. Gandhiji had a tremendous impact on the Muslim population. Muslim fears for their Khalifa's safety or religious leaders' safety. Gandhiji involved in Khilafat movement and gained the trust of the Muslims. After that he participated in the non-cooperation movement. It is began on the forbidding day of Jallianwala Bagh massacre, where Britishers shot on the innocent people when the people were celebrating their Baisakhi. Okay, thousands people were died. After that Gandhiji involved in Salt March. He marched almost 388 kilometers from Ahmedabad to Dandi in Gujarat to manufacture salt. It was one of the largest marches in Indian history. Thousands of people joined him. After that he participated in Quit India movement, and during the Second World War, when the Britishers began enlisting Indian in the war, this movement occurred. Okay, and also civil disobedience movement also done. So Gandhiji objected, or Gandhiji claiming that since India is not a free nation, Indians cannot participate in a war in support of democracy. This argument revealed British government duplicitous nature. Gandhiji was known for his non-violence protest and was a leading figure of freedom movements in India. His actions, words are the source of inspiration for millions. The people of India started thinking about the freedom, and these gave birth of nationalism. People felt the thirst of love for a nation, and also they started thinking about an independent country. And at last, he with others freedom fighters enforced the Britishers to leave India. Okay. So on 15th August 1947, India became independent from the British Empire. After that, we made our own constitution. So this was the past of our country. Alright. So after that, after getting the independence, now we can freely live here. We have the voting power. Through the voting power, we can choose our own government, and if the government not works properly, not works for us, then we have the power. We can remove the government, right? Before it was not there, right? So right now we are living in a secular country, a very nice and a peaceful country, which is known as India, Bharatvarsh. Okay, children. So this is the past event of our country. It's a bloody history, a horrible story of our past. So we should know. I hope children you have all enjoyed today's class. So keep your country clean and never destroy any country's property. Okay. Okay. Bye students. Have a nice day.